It is like I am magic. Give me water. Give me soap. What is this? Oh.
Those are pretty. I love Bob Ross.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those fists were fast as lightning.
We're gonna just add a little brown in here and just make a nice afro here.
Although it was a little bit frightening.
What is that? And you know what? Let's just put a little kindness and mixed with sadness in these eyes right here. That'll look nice.
And they got me a free neck trim. Now I don't know. What?
Let's make a happy little plant right there. It's gonna be really, really nice.
I don't know if this here qualifies for a neck trim because a mullet is technically attached to my head and not my neck, but it's a gray area.
What? Yeah. Let me just go ahead and sign that right now. There we go.
Kayla, right?
Kayla, nice to meet you.
Can you help me at all with this mullet?
I think so.
All right, let's get to it.
Awesome.
Ow!
Let me paint the copyright logo there.
Or have a mullet reduction.
I mean, yeah, we could do that.
And let me get that barcode. Let's just get this barcode, make it a happy little barcode right here and put all the numbers there because we...
All right.
Are we ready for this?
All right, here we go. She's gonna do it. How did...
That is so great, man. Thank you so much. My name is Scotty. I'm Joel. Nice to meet you. Joel, nice to meet you.
You're not going to be able to scan this at the register without the barcode. They're going to get upset. And they'll have to look it up in a catalog, and people will be waiting behind you, just wondering what's going on.
Yeah, I just ripped up the whole thing, you know, and
I've been healed. Look, but here's the irony. There's an inner mullet.
these are all 18-wheeler parts that I got from eBay. You know, spring-loaded.
There's like a mullet within the mullet. Look at you know those Russian dolls that you get them and they get smaller and smaller? There's like a mullet in my mullet.
A double mullet.
It used to be a 97 Dodge chassis, and I got the body out of the junkyard for $600 and it had all this nice trim. Thank you so much. My name is Scotty. I'm Joel. Nice to meet you. Joel, nice to meet you.
Just a few more delicious berries and I'm done. Nature just beautiful or what? It's beautiful. Oh, so gorgeous.
I love the sound of kids playing. Like, I used to hear that when I lived in New York City. There was a park close by. You could just hear the kids just yelling and laughing and sometimes fighting. Just the sound of them. It's life. It's very nice. I'm glad that I stopped here because I've been carrying something in my jacket for a while now. It's actually up on my wall, and then I put it in my jacket, and I wanted to read it to y'all. Oh, I need my glasses. My camouflaged readers. I get a lot of letters. I get a lot of mail in my P.O. box that is just phenomenal. It's stuff that is inspiring, hilarious, thoughtful. We're opening up and we're sharing and we're becoming a family, a YouTube family. And then we start to connect. Just the fact that my website has been built by a viewer, now a good friend, Christopher. It's amazing. All the way out there in the UK, wherever that is. I think it's close to England. A comment that I get a lot is, I wish the world could be more like you. The reality is the world is a lot like we are. We all want to help. We all want to give. It's just really incredible, y'all. I'm going to read this. Dear Scott, a.k.a. also known as Uncle Mullet, My name is Carl, and I started watching your videos a few months ago. Each one has been a treasure and a joy. You never fail to put a smile on my face or a tear in my eye. Thank you, Carl. It's what I like to do. I like to build up and then just... I was happy, then depressed, but then happy again. Your compassion and zeal for life is inspiriting and inspiring. It's really cool. I like the way Carl writes. I like the way Carl talks. At 42 years old, on August 22nd, 2014, I found myself that evening at my computer once again, and I desperately wanted to stop drinking. I drank daily, and I tried for years to stop, and at one point I stopped for 5 whole days. But August, that evening, I was drunk yet again, and I strongly considered taking my own life. I felt broken and defective. As a father of 4, a husband with a loving wife, a good career, money, etc., I had everything to live for, but I'd become trapped in a bottle for a long time and was feeling guilty and ashamed of what I'd become. I wanted out any way I could, but I couldn't seem to ask for help. I broke down that night. I cried hard, and I followed that up with a foxhole prayer. Afterwards, I was able to ask for help on a web forum, and I found other people who had found a way out. I typed, read, listened, I followed their advice, and I've been free from alcohol since August 23rd, 2014. Which brings me to you. How does Uncle Mullet fit into this, you ask? Well, I wanted to share the story above because in getting sober, I've discovered a few things. I have a desire to give back, to be kind, to be loving, feel connected with others, and to be open with my own heart. To smile publicly, to smile without fear. Carl is referencing a short story that I wrote, and I put a link in there, and he followed it. That's really cool. You are a shining example of all those things, and when I grow up, I want to be more like you. After I sobered up, I saw that I'd not only lost my spirit, but I also feel like I'd lost myself along the way. As I look to redefine my character and grow up and look for my purpose, I can't help but think of you and what a fine example you are. So thank you so much for being you. Please feel free to share this with your viewers, and if you could help to encourage a few paths to freedom for someone, anyone, struggling with alcoholism or addiction. We're going to list those right now. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, you can see it right here on the screen. Alcoholics Anonymous, and apparently a really awesome group also at reddit.com/stopdrinking. There's the link as well. P.S. I just saw your video on the website and the wooden nickels. What a wonderful idea, and I can't wait to order mine. Again, thank you so much for what you're doing, and if you're ever in Southern California and need anything at all, please feel free to contact me. This letter has been on the wall of my office since the end of February, and a couple of things. Carl inspires me. Carl is an amazing, I don't know what he does. He's also a graphic artist. The Uncle Mullet stickers, I conceptualized it, but he put it to design. That's Carl. Life isn't easy, we all know that. But when I read something like this, there are survivors out there. Some of us have been through some crazy, hard, rough patches, but we made it through. And we didn't just make it through, we could offer our hand to someone else and help pull them out. So Carl, I want to be more like you, brother. I want to... We all end up kind of inspiring each other and encouraging each other, so it's good stuff.
Not all of us have the ability to put our feet in someone else's shoes. Sometimes our compassion and understanding is limited to the perimeter of our experiences. So if you haven't had any direct experiences with somebody struggling with addiction, or if you yourself haven't struggled, then it's not going to make sense. I guess what I'm really trying to say is, don't be afraid to, because you got to make mistakes. You have to make mistakes. The act of walking, we had to learn that through a series of mistakes. We had to fall down. We had to scratch our knees. We had to wobble, bonk our heads. And it's the same way in life. And it's that journey of love. It's not going to be perfect. We don't have to be. Just be good to one another. Live to ride another day. Thanks for listening to my rant, you guys. What? Bonk.
All right.
Are we ready for this?
All right, here we go. She's gonna do it. How did...
Do it.